What's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today. We're going to be using a substitute Calm Mind Suicune team, and I really like the set. It's a really nice, bulky, late-game cleaner, but the main switch-ins to it are Chansey, Toxapex, and Assault Vest Tangrowth, but since Toxapex can get up T-Spikes, we have two Defoggers right here, which are immune to those, and our Utility Mega Scizor and our Latios right here, which is a really nice wall breaker. We can use our Volt Turn Core of Tapu Koko plus Mega Scizor to get in the heavy hitters such as Latios and Choice Banded Hoopa, which can break through Assault Vest Tangrowth as well as Toxapex, and even Tapu Fini, and then we can go for game with Suicune at the end. Other than that, we have Flying EMZ Landorus T right here. It is our Stealth Rocker, and it can break through Celesteela, which we kind of struggle with. Lati and Scizor don't really appreciate that at all. And yeah, it can break through Assault Vest Tangrowth with the Flying EMZ, so that's really nice, but hopefully we can get some nice Suicune sweeps in today's live. But yeah, if you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you do not miss any competitive Pokemon content. As usual, the team is down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me, and I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first match right here, and this guy does have a Toxapex and a Kartana, so we do definitely need to get rid of those before we can go for game with our Suicune. But I think Ground is definitely a very possible lead for him, just because we don't really have many good resists. If it's Protean, that could definitely be an issue. I'm going to lead Tapu Koko. He leads off right with his Magearna, so interesting scenario right here. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. As much as I want to taunt, I really don't want to let this thing get put in range of the Mega Pinsir too early. So we get a crit, and we do find out that it is Assault Vest, so that's really great information. And he could have Flare Cannon. I think Scizor is a fine play, because I really don't think you Hidden Power Fire turn one. Yeah, there's a Flash Cannon. Gets a Spidef drop. Will we outspeed? EV Magearna doesn't earn any speed, so I'm going to go right here for the U-turn. Goes right into his Landorus T, which is totally fine. I would bring in Suicune right here, but I really don't want it taking a Z move, and it just invites in Toxapex for like no reason. So we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go here into our own Landorus, and we're going to go ahead and fire off the Flying EMZ now, just so we can prevent any sort of hazards on his side of the field. He's actually offensive rock, so hopefully this knocks him out. It does. So the only unfortunate thing is he got up hazards and we didn't, but we got rid of his Landorus, which is really nice, and out comes his Greninja. This thing is still super useful, so no way I'm sacking this off. I think I'm gonna go Scizor right here. He actually goes out into his Toxapex, which is totally fine. I'll just go ahead and defog his rocks away, which is totally fine with me. He might get up a T-Spike. Just goes right for Scald, which is fine. Gets a burn, so I guess that means he will 1v1 me, but he probably had Haze anyway. I mean, we don't have Swords Dance, so I'll just go right here for the Roost to get back up to a decent amount of health. Maybe put myself out of range of that Greninja, but yeah, I can't let these stay up. I'm going to Defog right here. Goes right out into Pinsir, so he'll be faster than me, so I know I can U-turn out safely. I don't mind taking an attack with this, as he does try to Swords Dance, so as I said, this is why I kept my Tapu Koko healthy, because we do outspeed, and he won't be able to knock me out with Quick Attack right here. So I'll just go for T-Bolt. Goes out into his Magearna. So he should have just attacked my Scizor, but we actually get a paralysis on this Mon, which is definitely big. I'll go ahead and Volt Switch out again, and I think I'll bring in my Landorus this time. Then again, Landorus is kind of important, but we have Scizor for Kartana. I don't even know if it's going to 1v1 it though, because we're burned. This is a tricky play. I think he might click T-Bolt too, just because it's under train. We're going to make the Landorus play. Hopefully we don't see Flare Cannon. He goes right for Hidden Power Fire, trying to predict me, which is totally cool. And I'll just go ahead and knock him out with Earthquake. Don't want to get Flare Cannon or Ice Beam. So that thing is gone. He gets to bring out... He actually goes Kartana, which is interesting. It's probably a Z move then. I'll go right here for the Earthquake, just because I pretty much have this Mon for the Kartana, so unless he's like a Z move or Band, then he won't knock me out. And he tries to predict me, which is... I'm pretty sure Scizor would have taken those anyway, but now what I can do is just go ahead and... I'm assuming he's locked in. I'll go ahead and get up Rocks, I think. I really want to fly, to be honest. I'll get up Rocks. Yeah, he's locked into that. So Rocks are useful to pressure the Pinsir. And what I can do now is just Earthquake again. We're still definitely scared of that Greninja, though, because he's gonna get to bring that out right now. It might have been in my better interest to just sack this off, because now he gets to bring out Greninja. And it's definitely scary. I'm going to make the Suicune play, I think, just because while it does invite in Toxapex, our Tapu Koko kind of wins if we prevent the Battle Bond. So we do have some Spidef, and we are max HP. He goes right for Dark Pulse, and we do take that just fine. So now what I can do is just go right here for a Protect. Get some more Leftovers recovery. He's just going for the Flinch, which I guess makes sense. I'll go right here for the Scald. Hopefully he doesn't flinch me, but it'll be alright if he does. And he's locked into that, so I know we can make a play right here into our... I don't want to go Tapu Koko yet. What do I want to do? He'll 2-hit KO with my Scizor. I can protect right here to be out of range of another one, which I guess is my best play. In all honesty, I probably should have started Calm Minding up. How much did his first Dark Pulse do? 40. So we should live the next one, I think. And Hoopa should be able to take a hit from this. And all I needed is in range of Bullet Punch, so he goes right for that. We get our Scald off. Hopefully a burn right here would be really nice right here. We do get the burn, which is really sweet. And I'll go ahead and protect again, just to start racking up that burn damage. And do I feel as though Suicune doesn't do anything against the last two mons, so I'll go ahead and spam protect and see how many we can get. He goes ahead and gets his Battle Bond, which is totally fine. I know he's locked into Dark Pulse, so... Well, I don't know it, I guess. But that was definitely Specs damage, I think. So I'll go right here for the T-Bolt. He's going for the flinch on this, too. And he doesn't get it, so cool. Now he can't set up with the Pinsir, because it goes down to T-Bolt, and... Did Pinsir take damage earlier? No, it's at 86, so it'll live the hazards, but... This is not knocking me out with Quick Attack, and we still have Hoopa to pressure the Toxapex, so... We do live that easily, and that is pretty much going to be the game. You can go Toxapex, and we have like 3 more checks on our team with Lati, Coco, and Hoopa. So I'll go, and Lando to be honest. I'll go for T-Bolt. And surprised that lived, but I'll go ahead and give the last kill to my Hoopa right here, just because its sprite looks so cool. And I'll Hyperspace Fury in case he goes for any sort of protect, and that is going to be the game. So nice win for game number 1 right there. Suicune definitely was able to 1v1 that Greninja. Unfortunate it couldn't Calm Mind Sweep just because he kept his Toxapex until the end, but I'll take it, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here, up against a pretty cool looking Snorlax squad with a Coco Hulucha core, but that Snorlax is definitely scary. That thing might just straight up clean us, because I don't have a knockoff user to get rid of the berry, so it can just recycle and get its berry back. I definitely have to do my best to prevent that. If it starts getting curses up, we might just lose to it. So I'm going to go right ahead and lead right off with my Lando. He leads off with Tapu Koko, so same scenario. What do I want to do right here? I can go ahead and Earthquake, I think. I'll go ahead and Earthquake, because he's going to go for Reflect, and we do quite a bit. And judging from that, I don't even know if he has Hidden Power Ice, so I'll go ahead and get up rocks now. Just to pressure some mons. He goes hard out into his own landers, which is totally fine. I don't want to burn my Z move now, because it's going to be behind a Reflect, so what I'll actually do is go ahead and make a Suicune play. Just because, I mean, he can pressure me with Kartana, I guess, but I get to throw off Scald, so there's a Stealth Rock, which is perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and throw off a Scald now. Goes right for Swords Dance, so we do quite a bit. Can we burn him? Because he's going to explode right here. I know it. I'm going to protect on the explosion, I think. Yep, there we go. And that thing is gone. So we don't have to have our Suicune get blown up, which is nice. Out comes his Tapu Koko once again. Landers should be able to wall this. It should be dual screens, Defog, T-Bolt, I think. He just gets up the other screen, which is totally fine. I'll just go right here for the Earthquake. I mean, Reflect only has 2 more turns left, and this thing only has 1 more Rock Switch in, so he goes ahead and taunts. I'm not sure what he was expecting, maybe a Swords Dance of my own, but that thing goes down, and now the only problem is, first of all, this, which I want a Z move, but I know we don't take a plus 2 acrobatics, so I think I have to burn my Z move now. Our Tapu Koko is still healthy. Can this not come out through the screen and the defense boost? I highly doubt it, but maybe. Just straight up knocked him out. Okay, great. And now the Reflect is gone, so I don't think he can actually set up with the Snorlax if he goes out into that. Because I can go Hoopa, start hitting it with Hyperspace Furies. He's just going to go ahead and forfeit. So I guess it wasn't Curse Snorlax with the berry, so that's really nice, and I'll take the win. And I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here, up against a Rain team, which is definitely pretty threatening. We can hit the Swampert with Rain Boosted Skulls, though, which is super nice. I think he has to lead off with either Coco or the Pelipper, but the thing is, Pelipper might have U-turn for my Hoopa, so and so can Coco, so that's probably not my best option. I'm going to go ahead and lead off here with my Landorus T, because he is going to go ahead and lead off with the Pelipper, and if you're Scarf, then you got me, but I really want to try to Oko you right now. And if we Oko this right now, then the Rain is gone for the rest of the match, so unfortunately we barely miss out, and he's going to go ahead and knock me out right there, so that really sucks because, well, I can go Suicune, but the reason that sucks a lot is because he still gets to keep the Rain, and I just lost my Rock Setter to prevent him from coming back in. So definitely not what I wanted, but I'll go right here for the Scald. That's definitely like a really HP invested Pelipper then, but he might go hard Tapu Koko, probably not his best interest. I think he should go Ferrothorn, to be honest, in which case I can start subbing up and Calm Minding. and then we can take on the Coco maybe, throw off a Scald on it, and maybe be good to go from there, to be honest. But right here, I definitely just want to go for the Scald. We can potentially burn Ferrothorn, which would be really cool. Hopefully he doesn't have Power Whip. Hopefully his only coverage is Gyro Ball, so that he can't actually break my substitute. And we can start Calm Minding, because if we get enough Calm Minds, I think we actually OHKO the Tapu Koko. So we actually discard this hard Tapu Koko now, which is going to take a lot from Scald in the rain. It takes over half. We don't have Switch-ins, which is interesting. He has Terrain Up. What do I feel is not important then? Scizor, do you do stuff? Nah, I need to keep Coco healthy for the Hawlucha, so Scizor doesn't actually do anything. He drops a Thunder, and I can go ahead and Bullet Punch at least, just to maybe get off a bit of chip damage. He'll probably stay in, but if I'm Swords Dance, I might knock him out right here. I'm not sure what he's expecting. He might go Ferrothorn too, in which case I'll probably die to Iron Webs. We'll see if this knocks him out. It actually does. Wow, my Tapu Koko is just that frail. Out comes a Hawlucha, which I can just get a slow U-turn out of here into my Tapu Koko, which I pretty much kept healthy for this. And since rain is about to go down, I don't even care if he goes out into the Swampert right now. So we get in this Mon, and unless he has Poison Jab, which would definitely be unfortunate because we lose, we should take the hit. Goes for Acrobatics, we will take that pretty easily. This will knock him out. So that thing is gone, nice. And now he gets to go out into Swampert and abuse 2 turns of rain. In which case my plays are, I believe, Sack Scizor, then go Suicune, which I believe is at full health. And might be able to 1v1 the rest of his team because there's the Swampert. I can go right here for the... I just don't want any like sort of power-up punch happening. He only has 2 turns of rain left though. He's actually just going to go ahead and disconnect, so if he reconnects, I'll be right back, or else I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we have another match right here. That last guy ended up leaving just because he didn't really have a way of breaking through my Suicune at that point without insane luck, so would have been nice to have Suicune get the remaining kills, but I guess it saved us some time, and let's go ahead and lead off right here with our Landro and the Tyranitar are definitely possible leads on his end, so I'm actually going to go ahead and lead off here with my Suicune predicting that, I think. If he leads up with Cortana, we can deal with it. He could lead Tapu Bulu too. I mean, we have Scizor to switch in, so I'm not worried about that. We'll lead with this. He leads off with Magnezone, so he got me. I'll go ahead and I'll protect to see what he wants to lock himself into. Goes right for a substitute. Okay, so now I have to stay in and break this. If I start Calm Minding, can I 1v1 him? There's a Thunderbolt. How much does that do? Does a lot. If I Calm Mind again... Now we're going to start throwing off Scalds now. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose Suicune early, but I honestly don't think it had much winning potential with Cortana plus Tapu Bulu. So I'll take these knockouts, and I'll go ahead and Scald again. Not sure if he would risk it. He's actually going to go out into his Latios, so he wants that healthy, but we got some damage off. Would have loved to punish him with the burn right there, but I'll go right here into my Hoopa, because I think you go right here for the Psychic type move. Actually, just Roosts up. I don't care. I can take a hit. And I'll just go right here for the... I really want a Drain Punch predicting Tyranitar to come in. I think I'm going to Gunk Shot though, predicting either Tapu Bulu or... No, we're going to make the Drain Punch play. He does go Tyranitar. So we get the read right, and we can go ahead and knock this thing out right now with Drain Punch. Sweet, that thing is gone, and I guess this brings out Tapu Bulu or Lando. Yeah. Or Cortana, I guess, was an option, but I'll go my own Lando right here and trade rocks with him if that's what he wants to do. Glad we made the read right there, and I'll just go right here for my own rocks. There is a hidden power. Hopefully we outspeed this next turn too, and I can go ahead and fire off my Z move. We do. I'm not sure if this will knock him out. Maybe. I mean, his hidden power did a lot, but he goes for U-turn actually, so that's alright. Cortana's going to come out, and my Scizor can easily take this thing on. So I'll preserve this for Death Fodder and just go into my Scizor right now. If he goes out into Magnezone, then he made a good play. Just goes for Leaf Blade though, which is totally cool. And since Magnezone is going to take rocks damage and already subbed, we can wear it down with a U-turn right now. So he's actually going to sack off his Lando, which makes sense. I mean, Cortana's his win condition, and we're going to take rocks again, and Rocky Helmet. So now we have a problem, because Cortana can sweep us. It's definitely Scarf Cortana too. I'm going to go here into my Latios, I think. Just because he has to go out into his Mega Latios to respond after. Or Scarf Cortana and knock off. We'll Psyshock right here. And then I'll bring out my... Actually goes Magnezone. I could have had Hidden Power Fire, but honestly, what is this thing going to do to me? I can start recovering up, and it'll be fine. So we get a Psyshock off. Corkscrew Crash? Oh, okay, that's a problem. I was expecting, like, Flash Cannon and we could recover stall it, but now that we know he's Z-move, Hoopa can come out. and take this guy on pretty easily. I'll just go right for a... Let's go for a nice Banded Zen Headbutt. Goes Tapu Bulu. I'm not sure if Zen Headbutt would have knocked out Magnezone, but hope we need to hit this. We do. It does do a lot. We see Scarf. We see Grassy Terrain. We don't see Leftovers. Interesting. I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt. Goes Cortana, so he really wants the Grassy Terrain on his side right now. It actually does a decent amount. And my play right here is to sack off my... Do I have a mount that dies to hazards? Unfortunately, I don't. So I can't switch in hard into Scizor, because if he goes for 2 attacks to knock me out, that's definitely an issue. So that's not what I want to do. Scizor should be able to take a +1 Leaf Blade under terrain, and Suicune doesn't do anything at this point, so I'll go out into that. Let him knock me out, and then I'll go Suicune, and then I'll go Scizor and get a Roost off. And Suicune, Scizor should live this. We're max HP, max defense. I'll just go for Roost. Goes Magnezone, so I need to hope I outspeed, which I highly doubt I do, because he's going to get a Grassy Terrain. We're back at full, but I need to outspeed this, and we're not going to. So now we probably lose to Scarf Cortana, which is definitely scary, because we die on entry. See, I don't think we have a way around this. He's going to sweep me with Cortana. Should have U-turned, but I needed to Roost to make sure I was out of range of anything. I'll go Lando, just because, like, I can try to... If we were Rock Polish, that would be super clutch at this point. Do I have any way of preventing myself from getting swept by that? I think I see one out. I'm going to go for Earthquake. He's going to go Cortana. No, it actually goes Tapu Bulu. So I click Fly. Goes right for Horn Leech, and I just Fly again to knock him out. And then what I need to do is sack off my Scizor to the rocks, and then hope something else can live the hit. Which it's not going to. It's under terrain. Yeah, nothing else is going to live. I'm going to go out into my Tapu Koko now, and to get up the other terrain. And then I'm going to... Unfortunately, Lando can't get an Intimidate off, because I just have to hope I live, I think. I'm going to go for T-Bolt. Goes Lottie. That's totally fine. Is that totally fine? I don't think that's totally fine. See, the problem is, if I go Lando and then go Hoopa to knock him out, I'm in range of his attack, so I just gotta go for... I think I taunt first to prevent any sort of Roost. Then I go for Hidden Power and start to wear him down. And then I gotta hope Hoopa lives. I'm gonna go for Hidden Power again. Then we're gonna sack off Lando and go Hoopa and hope it lives with 1 hit. Which I highly doubt it does, because it's Cortana. I mean, he won't have terrain, but it's gonna be interesting. So I have to go Lando right here and sack it off. And then Hoopa, do you want to come through? Goes for Leaf Blade. Hoopa's not living this. What am I saying? 82%. Hoopa's defense is complete garbage. I'm gonna go right here for, I guess, Hyperspace Fury. Does this knock me out? It does, and that is going to be the game. So I definitely did what I needed to try to bring it back, but Tapu Koko is going to die on entry, and that is going to be a GG right there. So he got me with that Magnezone play, and that is totally alright. I'll acknowledge that, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here, and this guy has a Thunderous Incarnate, a mount that I really enjoy using, but he's running a really hyper-offensive team with a Sandcore plus Mega Lopunny, offensive mounts like Greninja plus Thundy, so I'm actually going to lead off here with my Hoopa to try to catch something. Unfortunately, it leads off with a Lopunny, which I guess isn't really that bad, because I have Scizor right here to respond, and Suicune can kind of win this after Thunderous is damaged, so there's a high jump kick. Does a lot. That means if I Mega Evolve, he's actually going to knock me out, so I'm going to go Landorus T right now on the next high jump kick, and I don't mind Scizor being super weakened like that. It's not really breaking through terrain anyway, and I'll just go ahead and probably not do that so early. I'll go ahead and get up a rocks, I think. Goes for iPhone. She actually picks me off with that, so not the start that we want. If I just go Suicune though, don't I just kind of win? If he's Electrium Thunderous, then he might be able to break me. I'll go for Calm Mind. Goes Greninja. What does this thing have for me? I'll click Substitute now. Goes right for Bloom Doom, which we take just fine. I guess my play is to Protect first. Then so that was obviously Grass Knot. I don't think it gets any other coverage, but I can just go ahead and Scald this thing now. It breaks my Substitute, which is totally fine. As we do throw off a Scald, I'll go ahead and Protect now just to get some more recovery. Would have loved a Burn to make sure that we might have not had to take another Grass Knot, but I'll go right here for the Scald. Goes for Ice Beam. Please don't freeze. I mean, I guess I would have thawed with Scald anyway. And we do get a Burn there, which is cool, and now I'll just Scald again because I don't want him... We get rid of Greninja, which is definitely a big threat to my team, and Sure, he'll go Thundering now. I guess Lopunny works too. Go ahead and Protect on the Fake Out. Hopefully he had Jump Kicks right away. Goes right for Fake Out. Latios will die to return, so can't make that play. This thing is actually still useful, so I'm not going to sack it. I'm going to sack off my Scizor, I think. Just because it's not breaking Tran. There's another high Jump Kick, which is totally fine. Now I get to go out here into my Latios, and let's click Psyshock, I think. I don't really care if he goes Tran. I mean, he'll get up rocks, sure, but what I can do is just go here into my Suicune and start getting some more leftovers recovery. So that's what I want, and actually he Magnezone right away. Does he have Taunt? Probably has Taunt. Go ahead and Scald. Get off a bit of damage. Just goes right for Taunt, yeah, and we might live on 1%. Actually, we're definitely going to live on 1% now. We would have lived anyway, but now what I can do is just throw off another Scald. Goes for Protect, so he's going to knock me out with the Magma Storm damage right here. This is definitely a tough one. I don't think... I mean, we could have broken through him with Hoopa, but his offensive core just completely outmatches mine. I mean, no excuses and no Johns, obviously, but I'll go right here for a Hyperspace Fury. Do I have any other better play? I think I have to start... No, I'm just going to click Hyperspace. How healthy is Lopunny? Still super healthy. I'm going to Hyperspace Fury. It'll knock him out, I think. Wow. What does he click? Magma Storm. He hits it. Alright, I think he forgets that Hyperspace Fury goes through that, which we're going to knock that thing out, which is cool. And let's see what he wants to bring in next. Hoopa-Unbound. So he's going for game with that Drill, which is totally fine. I'll just go for Hyperspace Fury on this. That did absolutely nothing. There's the rocks. I think he's going to sweep me with the Drill. If it's Steel EMZ, he'll sweep me, but that actually does a lot more than last time, which is cool. Goes right for Earthquake, which is fine. I'm going to knock him out with my Tapu Koko, I think. Alright, do I have any way to win? I have to go Tapu Koko first. And I have to click Hidden Power Ice to knock him out. We stall another Sand turn, and I think this Drill can come out and just click SD now. Hopefully just Earthquakes first. I'll go ahead and Hidden Power Ice right here. That actually just straight up knocked me out. Okay. And Lottie can't 1v1 this, unfortunately, so I'll go out into it and I'll try to Draco crit it maybe. He just does a ton of damage, and we're going to die to Sandstorm damage this turn, so that is over half, but why isn't the game ending? Oh, it's because it only does 6, right? And I'll go to Psyshock. He'll knock me out with the Iron Head. That's unfortunately going to be another loss right there, but he had so much pressure on my team that I really don't think I had a way to pivot around it without making like really risky plays, but it's alright. I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here up against another really offensive team. Kind of interesting that we're finding all of this, but Gren and Lando are both potential leads on his end, so I think I'm going to lead off with Koko, because if it can catch Gren, and if he leads off with the Lando, then we can go out into our own anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, as he leads off with his Lando. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out here into my... I can go Scizor, or I can go Lando. If he Swords Dances, though, Lando is definitely my better option. So we do get in Lando right here. He gets up rocks. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same, because the rocks pressure quite a bit of his team. Goes hard Weavile. Could have knocked that out. I do have my Scizor right here, which is max defense to switch in and take an Icicle Crash or knockoff. Yeah, we take that just fine, and I'll go ahead and just Roost. I don't really want him to 2-hit KO me. That looks like it's banded too. So he actually brings in his Landorus T right here, which is interesting because I think we can 1v1 this. But I don't want to yet. I'm going to go ahead into my Landorus again. And this time I'll fire off my Z move because he already has hazards up. Alright, can we win this tie? We're actually adamant, so it might not even be a tie. Yeah, it's not a tie. He goes for Explosion. Unfortunate right there, but it's alright. It's going to be a mind game as to what we bring in right here. Suicune is pretty much no drawback, so I think he's going to go out into Tapu Koko to respond, which is why I'm actually going to go out here into my own. There's the Tapu Koko. And what I'll do is we're going to both take hazards, and I'll just go right here for a nice Volt Switch. Goes right for a T-Bolt and outspeeds me. Unfortunate, but it's fine. We get that thing pretty low. And I'll go Lottie, just because I think we take a Dazzling Gleam, considering that might be Specs. No, it's probably Specs or Magnet. How much did our Volt Switch do? No, it's probably not any of that. It could be Z move. I'm going to Psyshock. If he's Z Twinkle Tackle, then that'll definitely be unfortunate. It's kind of a 50-50 here, because if he's Pursuit Weavile too, he can trap me with that. I'm going to go for Psyshock. He does go Weavile. Should have made the play. I'll make the Scizor play. Now I'm going to Draco, because Pursuit's fairly obvious. We do live that. And we do connect our Draco and knock out Weavile. So Weavel's gone at the cost of our Lati, and now Tapu Koko's... It's a weekend, so it might not be the biggest deal. Or at least as big as a deal as I'm making it. But I don't want to go hard into my Suicune, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and... No, you know, we're going to make this hard Suicune play. I don't want him getting Battle Bond. And we'll scout a set right now. Goes right for U-turn, and it is... So it's Battle Bond U-turn. Good to know. So he brings out Tapu Koko again. And that's in range of Bullet Punch, which is great. And I can just go ahead and sack off my Lati. And then we can bring in our Mega Scizor now. And just pick him off with Bullet Punch. I really want a U-turn. Because terrain's not even up for him right now. He stays in. Wow. Does not come out? Nah. Alright, so... He might be Scarf, I guess. I'm really surprised he would actually do that. It's probably Scarf. I'll go for the Bullet Punch this time. That's crazy though. Why would he just stay in and risk it? Because that thing still did work. Actually, doesn't my Suicune kind of win? Since that thing just went down. That's probably what I probably should have Bullet Punched the first time, just hoping to knock that out. But I guess Alakazam is still a problem. Out comes Gran. I'll just U-turn. Goes right for Dark Pulse, and he had U-turn. Do I think he still specs if he had U-turn? I don't know, but I think what I need to do is hope he U-turns right here and then goes out into a mod that allows me to Calm Mind stall him. So we're going to Hyperspace Fury. Don't flinch me, please. He does not, and that doesn't knock him out. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting endgame because I have to obviously sack this off. I have to go out into this. Do I Scald or I Calm Mind? I think I have to, first of all, Protect. Just to make sure that I can take this guy on. Get some Leftovers recovery. Protect might actually make the difference right here. Come on, Suicune, pull through. This is your feature. Goes right for Dark Pulse. I just need you to not get flinched, and we should be fine, I think. Maybe. Calm Mind. Okay, how much is this doing? It does a lot. We do get a Calm Mind up, and I can Protect again. Would he switch out expecting the Protect? I really want to predict that, but I can't do that. There's a Dark Pulse. I still think he's going to have this, because I have to Scald. If he flinches me right here, then it's a game, but yeah, we're way too weak. He's going to get to go out into Alakazam and pick me off, so... I don't really know if saving my Scizor as health would have actually made a difference, just because... Sure, we would have gotten rid of Coco, but then Alakazam does the exact same thing. He pressures me with Gren, and then... I mean, my Scizor would have been healthy to make sure that he wouldn't get his Battle Bond, but I don't know. It would have been interesting. I'll Protect right here on the off chance he probably has a Z move to knock me out through the Protect. Just going for a knockoff. That'll probably not do the trick, to be honest. I'll Scald right here. There's the Z move, and that is going to be it. So he could have probably Z moved me through the substitute, but I was +1, and it would have done like no damage, so maybe not. But now we're 3-3, so I definitely want to try to bounce back towards the end of the live right now. And I'll be right back with we got another match right here up against a nice Meloetta squad. Hopefully we can win this one so we can end up positive, but this guy is torn apart by my Hoopa-Unbound. I think he has to lead Landorus or Zard, or even Cortana. So I'm going to lead off here with my Latios, just to try to catch one of those. Leads off with his Lando, so it could be Scarf with a U-turn. I'm going to go here into my own Lando. I don't really want him clicking U-turn right away. Doubles out into Magnezone. The only way he would actually do anything right here is if he was Scarf with Ice Beam, which if he is, then... I mean, that would be a really random set. Goes back to this, which is totally fine. I'll get up rocks now. I don't really care if he trades them with me, because he kind of needs to get rid of them more, because he has the Zard. So that's fine. I'll go ahead and switch out now, probably into my Scizor. Just because I think he's going to click HB Ice or U-turn. Flying MZ. We should take that, I think. Yeah, we do take that. It looks like he's going to outspeed me, though, so I'm actually going to go back here into my Landorus, because I don't want Scizor getting Earthquaked so early. We can try to Roost up on the Gastrodon if we really feel like it, but I'll go ahead and just throw off a Z move of my own, I think. Yeah. This might not come out, I'm not sure. This comes short. He has U-turn, so I was kind of scared of HB Ice right there, but I guess his set should be Flying EMZ, Earthquake, U-turn, and Rocks, kind of like mine. So, right here, I think he has to bring out his... I'm not sure, actually. He could go Zard Y, but that would probably not be a smart option just because it's going to take all the Rocks damage. He could go Cortana and click Defog, but that is only other Defogger besides Lando. I mean, I guess Zard has Defog, but let's see what he wants to bring out. Could go Meloetta too. I'm not really sure what that thing wants to do at all. Could start throwing off like hyper voices, which could definitely end up getting scary. Gastrodon is also another potential play because I already burned my Z move. He can probably Hyper Clarence. I feel like I recognize the name. Isn't he? I feel like he talks to Joey a lot. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and see what he wants to bring out. He's really thinking about this. I think he'd go Cortana or Gastrodon right here, but the thing is, if he goes Gastrodon, I have pretty good responses. He goes Cortana. Are you banded or Z move is the question. Because those are the only ways you're knocking me out. He tries to predict me and go for Sacred Sword. I'm clicking Earthquake right here, and we get a crit and just knock that thing out. So there's a really big win condition gone. Brings out his Zard now. I'll go ahead and Gravity right here. Smackdown would be super clutch, but he tries to... he's Special Zard X. Okay. That's actually something I was interested in using, but decided to hold off on that idea. We could go... I think we have to go Lottie no matter what, to be honest, but... Since he's special, I think we can go Hoopa. Do I think he would be mixed? Nah, he's not mixed to Zardex. I'm going to go Hoopa right here. And just throw off an attack, which I think is going to be Hyperspace Fury. Because it can knock him out. If he goes for Flare Blitz right here and blows me back, then he got me. But I definitely think he should have Fire Blast or Flamethrower, considering he just clicked Hidden Power Ice. Maybe he just has Hidden Power Ice, though. He does have Flare Blitz. Wow. So it is a mixed set. So at least now he's guaranteed in range of Psyshock, which is, I guess, something. Because Gastrodon can't switch in, so we get rid of that. Unfortunately, we just lost one of the biggest threats to him, which really might cost us the match a little bit. Once Gastrodon is gone, though, we can definitely win with our Suicune. So he brings out his Meloetta now, which I'll just go ahead and drop a Draco on. I have no idea what it wants to do. But this is definitely my optimal play, I think. We'll see if it knocks him out. We get a crit and just blow it back. So we're getting pretty lucky. We crit the Cortana and then we crit the Meloetta. I'm not sure if anything mattered, but... he's going to bring out this now. I have to bring out my Suicune, I think. Could have... If this is a Shift Gear set, I think he wins anyway. He just goes for a Volt Switch, so I think he's Assault Vest, and I think he goes Gastrodon here, yeah. And like I said, I can use this to Roost up with my Scizor. Just to hope I don't get Scald Burned, I guess. But I'll go ahead and Protect just to get lefties. Goes right for Earth Power. I'll go Lottie now. Goes right for Earth Power again, which is totally fine. I'll click Psyshock. He has to keep on pivoting back into Magnezone, which is not even that big of a deal. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to go Suicune again. Because the moment I lose Lottie, I think I lose to Gastrodon. So there's a Flare Cannon, and that's alright. I'll go right here for the... I really want to make the double. We're going to make the double into our Scizor, because I really need to get this thing roosted up. Yeah, he goes back to Gastrodon, so now we can click a Roost safely. And that's what we're going to do. So we get a Mega Evolution off, get a Roost off. He'll click Scald, ideally no burn, or, okay, he can just crit through me too, I guess. Alright, Lottie, come back out. I can still win with our Tapu Koko after this thing is gone, so we're gonna Psyshock. Goes back to Magnezone, which is, you know, makes sense. Alright, I think I know what I have to do. We have to make some double switches here. So I have to go out into this and predict him first. So we're gonna predict the Gastrodon, go back out into Lottie right here. Click Psyshock. And then follow it up with a Draco. Goes ahead and sacks off his Lando, which is a good play. Because he can bring out Magnezone now, and I think he has me in a pretty bad position. Because I can't sack this. I have to switch out into Koko and hope I live a Flare Cannon, which I know I'm not going to. Yeah, he got it. Because he can... Well, maybe if we got a Psyshock crit or something... I mean, he's at -1. I can try to recover stall him, maybe. Oh, but this might actually happen. He's at minus a lot now. I can recover, and I think we might be good to go because he missed the Flare. We definitely, if we win this, then it's definitely going to be 2 hacks. Gets a crit. I'm going to recover again. Goes right for Volt Switch. I don't care. I'm going to does Draco knock him out from that range? Gastrodon. OU Spit F against a Latios. Offensive. That's Psychium. We want Soul Dew. Draco Meteor is not doing that much actually. Psyshock does a lot. Wow. Alright, we recover. He has Ice Beam. Ah, come on. That might maybe cost us the match. That's actually doing a ton. Alright, we got a Draco, I think. They're saying Psyshock will do more. I'm going to Psyshock. The game ended. He won. Alright, so he got me. I got a ton of ridiculous hacks, but really what caught me off guard was that Zard. It knocked out my Lando, and then it knocked out my Hoopa with Flare Blitz, but he got it. Good game to Hyper Clarence right there, and we're going to go ahead and end off right there. Unfortunately, we went to 3-0, and then I believe we lost the next 4 matches, which is... I mean, I guess it's kind of inconsistent, but maybe you guys will have some more success with the team. which is down below in the description. But yeah, that is going to be the live. Once again, if you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.